All right, hey, Mayor, Mayor Sykes here. Hey, citizens, what a great day to be in Idaho. Obviously, even better today to be in Mountain Home, Idaho. Welcome to Mondays with the Mayor, and this is where we talk about transparency, right? You have, it seems like there's a lot of candidates out there saying, oh, the city's not transparent. I don't know how you become more transparent than being able to ask the mayor any question that you want, even live. There's some questions that people have asked, and I'll be answering those. And then here's the cool thing is if I don't know the answer right off, I will definitely get to you, or I'll have Nikki reach back out to you with the answer from me. But let's get into some of these questions. Um, the first one, I have a question. Maybe you can answer. Why can I not message or comment on the animal control page? So what the city has done is so Chief Larson, Acting Chief Dudley as well, we have gone to, they don't really monitor that page too often. So for transparency, we'd rather you call, come in, so then you do get your answers right away. But the city is turned off the comments. And I think our attorneys was one that was a big advocate of making sure, because if you don't answer them, people are going to get frustrated and get mad. So what we've done is like call, email, definitely come in. We like if it's the city or if it's the animal shelter. But yeah, they don't really monitor that page is inherently as well as like maybe the city page. They have a smaller staff and don't really have time to make sure that everything is on there is monitored as well as it could be. So that was one of the big reasons I think Chief Larson just wanted to make sure that people called in or they had the opportunity to email or whatnot. Good question. Um, what happened to the groundbreaking at Railroad Park? So currently, right now, we are on. We're just getting some final numbers. Actually, we have the final CMGC numbers for the Railroad Park project. Council, before they voted on it last week, just want to get some clarification. I think of some bark or some piping or some rock, things of that nature. Just they wanted a little bit more clarification on that. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get them all those numbers, and so hopefully after the 28th meeting, hopefully it all goes through. Then we'll do a big groundbreaking here moving forward. Let's see. Is there a no smoking policy for the railroad park, or at least no smoking with so many feet of people? We would like to go to the farmers market on Saturday, but it's not enjoyable when there's vendors smoking almost nonstop. So the railroad park for the not Moho market, sorry, but the farmers market, they have complete discretion to either have smoking or not smoking. Right now, there is no signage, no nothing that says no smoking or no, it's not permitted or whatever. But the vendor itself, the people that run the farmers market, if they so choose, they have that the availability. They've rented the park. They can have who they want there. They can ask the people kindly not to smoke. I completely understand. It's you don't want to get the secondhand smoke. You definitely don't want to make sure you definitely don't get it on your clothes. Some people have lung issues, so I completely understand. But as right now, there's no policy per se that says or no signage at Railroad Park for non-smoking. All right, here. How do you rent a park? So currently, if there is a park you want to rent for a wedding or a party or barbecue, what you do is you go to the Parks and Rec. You can either go online and rent that said park, or you could go to Parks and Rec. And uh, I just had a brain fart here. I'm so sorry, superintendent there. Dennis. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Simpson. Couldn't remember Dennis. I just got done talking to him about 10 minutes ago. Get with him and his staff, and they will definitely, if you have, there's a certain portion of the park, you can rent out the whole park. You can rent chunks of the park. If it's the rodeo, if it's the Optimist, if it's the fishing area at Legacy, if you want to do a wedding out there, all you got to do is call Parks and Rec or go in and reserve the park. That's an easy one. Public records request. So how do we do a public records request? So what you do is you get on the City of Mountain Home website, and there's a little link that'll take you to that website specifically. And let me pull it up. And it is, and Amber Henniger, Tiffany's right hand lady here. It's a Mountain Home id.viewpointcloud.com/categories/1083 records request type /6557. But don't have to remember that. Just go onto the city's page, and then it'll take you to OpenGov, and then that'll give you a link, and then that's where you ask for all your public records requests. Good question. Yesterday was such a beautiful day for the cross country meet. So this was from probably a couple Saturdays ago, I'm thinking. Golf course, the greens and the trees look so beautiful, not to mention the mountains in the background. I couldn't help but notice the stark contrast of piles of dirt, cement chunks, and various construction type, diminishing the overall impression of the city's entrance to this amazing recreational asset to our community. So currently that is an active construction site. We have had Public Works go out, and we've had the building official go out and ask them to clean it up just a little bit. Come on, like that is right. You guys are 100% correct. That is the gateway to our city, and we'd like it to look a little bit better. But currently that is an active construction site. So here moving forward in the future, it's been a long time coming that'll get developed, both parcels of ground. So the current park and ride will move closer to the golf course. And then all of that, where the current park and ride will develop into, let's say, and don't quote me on this, like a Chick-fil-A or a I don't know, like not an Applebee's, but some sort of other commercial entity. So don't know what's coming there. It's Dave Brombach, and he's been working on that for a long time. But they have to put the infrastructure in, and so you see there's more. I call it yellow iron or more mechanical stuff over there. They're going to try to put in the water systems and the sewer systems and the drainage. So first thing they got to do, move the park and ride over closer to the golf course due to the fact that there was a grant that was paid to put that in. So either pay the grant back or move that closer to the golf course. Good question. Just curious, are there any plans to clean up or tidy up the area between the commuters parking? So same question, yes. That's it. Like I said, currently there's an active construction site. I know right now the golf course usually piles a bunch of debris on there, and then they burn it, and then they have the fire department help make sure that it doesn't get away, and they maintain that as well. Dear City of Mountain Home, I don't pretend to know what has caused the delay in replacing the city pool. I would, however, like to point out that fixing a fence around the pool would go a long ways in presenting a level of pride in the community. This eyesore stands out in the beautiful Mountain Home Park. Is this a city issue or Parks and Recreation use? So obviously pool's done, completed. Yay, happy day on that one. And then yes, that got a brand new fence. And so I think this question was from a little while ago. And this just came through. But yes, the fence got redone. And as you see, once we close down the pool, the black tarping will come down for the winter time. So the police department has a visual they can see in there. But the reason why that black tarping is usually up during the summertime is just for the safety of children, safety of other entities, and making sure people aren't taking photos or videos or whatnot. Good question. Hello, we are in LID 1, and I understand that the LID payment amount is finalized about $3,200. How do I find out what I owe and where do I pay? Excuse me. So, Dennis, so what ended up, so right now, you can come into City Hall, and with your interest, so $3,200, if you were to come in today and finalize your payment, if you haven't made any payments like that, with your interest, you're paying about $34.65.24, so $3,465.24. That'll pay all off your LID if you didn't prepay it when you had that option to prepay. So what that does is the 3,200 or 3,228, 24 or 48. What you do is you get amortized that interest as well. So if you're going to come in, you can come into City Hall, and the girls will get you all paid up there. Let's see, and that was the last question I had. But going back to transparency. When you have candidates out there saying the city needs to be more transparent, I don't know how to be more transparent. You ask me any question as the mayor. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely follow up and get you an answer. But yeah, to me, I think that these Mondays with the mayor is a great avenue for citizens to get their questions answered. So I'm going to ask Nick, do you have any online questions that I can? Nothing? Okay. I want to say congratulations to the Bible Baptist Church. They just got done celebrating their 65th anniversary of being a Mountain Home. So, Mike Brackett or Pastor Brackett, congratulations to your congregation. Thank you for the invite this weekend. My whole family and my wife and I got to go there. It was a phenomenal service. You guys crushed it. You knocked it out of the park, and then your meal after services was amazing. So kudos to all you. But the 65 years, congratulations. That's a big time. That's a big deal. So congratulations. I want to send out a second huge shout out. This weekend, I got to participate in the 428th Depot Volley Squadron. I got to take Nikki Cernetta and her lovely daughter out there along with my wife, and we got to celebrate with the 428th Squadron's Depot Volley celebration. They always knock it out of the park. They crush it out there, and it was great on Friday at 428 is when we started that celebration. Let's see here. Oh, Highland Games. So this was the second time I think we've hosted the World Lightweight World Champion. So Tupali Sauls and her committee bring in all these national lightweight world champions and athletes to Mountain Home. They crushed it. That was a phenomenal event as well. Sorry that like this the second day's weather didn't hold out, but to break bread, and we got to go to the American Legion 101. They hosted the lightweight world champions there for dinner, and Kim and I got to go there and hang out with them for a little bit. Phenomenal people. They are so humble, big guys, well, under 200 pounds, but still big, but humble. Really great people for that lightweight trip. So the SAAA Highland Games, you guys crushed it. Other than that, do I have anything else? Okay, well, hey, Mayor Sykes out. I appreciate everybody. Oh, wait, I guess I do have another thing. We have Dawn Flynn's getting retired here in December, so we just got done hiring a new superintendent for wastewater. Her name is Stacy, and if you haven't seen her or had a chance to come on in, go out to Public Works and introduce yourself, citizens. We definitely want to make sure that any of your needs and your wants are met out the sewer facilities out there, but it's great. So with that, happy Monday. What is today? This weekend, or no, Friday, we have Spooktacular. I almost forgot Spooktacular. So everyone's going to be downtown Mountain Home. We're going to close the streets off a little bit, and all your ghouls and goblins and kids come downtown Mountain Home, and we'll make sure that they get books, candies, all sorts of good fun treats for them. So definitely come downtown Friday. I think it starts at 6 and goes only till 8, so it's just a 2-hour window. But I know the city staff is super excited. I think City Hall is doing Day of the Dead, so look for us over by the old Dilly Deli. We're excited to have you guys, and definitely excited to see everybody. So with that, now Mayor Sykes out, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.